Hey everyone, what I'd like to do today is talk about how you can shoot vertical content. I'll talk about a few different things, a few different methods, but the inspiration for this video is an L bracket which is attached to my camera here. A very cheap accessory, but a very useful accessory, and one that does make shooting vertical content so easy. Now, I'm sure you are all aware as to what vertical content is. Portrait mode, usually a 9:16 aspect ratio, but it typically refers to any content that's, kind of more like a vertical rectangle. It's very common across social media. You obviously see it on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, etc. Now, if you just use your phone, it's not an issue. You can record vertical content very easily. If you exclusively record vertical content for social media, then it's not really a problem either because you just set up your cameras to shoot vertically. But I think for most of us, what happens is that you shoot your normal footage, or normal footage if you can call it that. You shoot your footage in landscape horizontal, and then you'll change it and you'll try and change it to vertical content. And if you don't have the right setup, that means messing about with your tripods, maybe adjusting things a lot, changing the attachments, etc. That's what will happen if you're not prepared. Now, there are some workarounds to that. Panasonic cameras, for example, over the last few years, they've got open gate. And open gate basically means that instead of recording in 4K, for example, you'll have access to a larger canvas area, such as 6K. And then you can pick your 9:16 aspect ratio from that larger canvas area. It's a very good way to record short clips, short vertical content clips. But not every camera has it, and it's not always perfect for every workflow. Sometimes, you want something a little bit different. Action cameras can be quite good for vertical content as well. If you're shooting like this, you can lock the axis and then it will spin. But action cameras are quite smart in that if you turn it around, you can set it so that it will shoot vertically and things like that. Or you can simply just select the mode to say shoot in portrait mode rather than landscape mode. So that's quite good. This DJI Action 5 Pro's got a cool trick as well where you can just change the magnet, and now I'm shooting vertical content. So modern action cameras, I would say, are pretty good for that type of thing. They're all kind of built with vertical content in mind. So you might already have your whole setup locked down depending on what camera you have. Now, if you've got a micro four thirds, an APS-C, or a full frame camera such as this, then you've typically got it on a tripod. And if you've got it here, then how do you shoot vertically? Well, here it's actually quite simple. If I raise this up, this is a Manfrotto Befree, as in Free Society. It's a 3-way, 1, 2, 3-way video head tripod. This isn't too expensive. I think I paid like $150 or something at the time. Prices go up and down. But this is a pretty cool little travel video tripod. And the cool thing about this is you've got a few different positions that you can move your camera around. And you can actually position it, depending on which way you position it, you can move them around different ways. But if I move this one, for example, it's very easy for me to do tilting shots and things like that. And then I just tighten it back up. And the way that I've got it set up here, well, look at this. Horizontal content, there's your vertical content. Very simple. If you're looking to shoot vertical content, if you're going to be recording on a tripod, this is a very useful setup. Now, you don't have to replace your whole tripod. If you've got an existing tripod, you can buy a tripod head that does this. Just buy a 3-way video head, and as long as you buy the right one, you should buy one that allows you to just switch it around like that and go from horizontal to vertical, landscape to portrait. So hopefully that will give you some ideas. But like I said, I want to talk about a little L bracket attachment which I bought from AliExpress. It's a very cool accessory. It's not too expensive because what it allows you to do, you can see it's clipped on here, is you push the button. I'm at 0 degrees. Now it locks at 90, and if I push it again, I can go all the way down to 180. So I've got 3 different positions here. There's a level inside as well. Very easy to attach to your camera. It's just such a great little accessory. But what we've got here is 0, 90 degrees for your vertical content. And then, for example, if you want to shoot upside down, which you could obviously just edit it in post, but if you wanted to film in this way for any reason, you can go to 180. So very, very cool. Now, obviously, I've got a tripod here that allows me to switch between horizontal and vertical content very easily. So for this particular setup, this bracket is kind of surplus to requirements, but not always, because this allows me to get the camera in a lot of different situations. But I think the key thing here is that even though I might not need it for this tripod, this isn't the only tripod I've got. I've got lots of small tripods. I've got a huge video tripod down in the garage. You can see another tripod in the background there. And not all of my tripods support this. Now, if I jump over here, you'll see what I've got. It's very, very great. Oh, sorry, I've got this here. Really, really good setup here. The key thing here is you can see we've got the Arc Swiss mounting system. Now, not every tripod head will support this, but it's super common. And if your tripod doesn't support this, then you can add an attachment that does make it compatible. Now, what you do is you push it there, and then you can do it like that. That's it. You've got the level there, and we've also got an Allen key here, a little pouch, a little travel pouch, and you can obviously tighten it or loosen it there. So that's me loosening it. So that's it. That's how easy it is to use this. And for some reason, you can see here it's called Leap Light. For some reason, that's not what it's sold as. If I jump onto AliExpress, which is where I bought it from, you can see that this is being sold as Leaplumin. You can see it there, or you can see in some of the pictures here, Leaplumin. It's the same on Amazon. So you can see on AliExpress, I think I paid about £15. It's a little bit more on Amazon. It's £25 here in the UK. And again, Leaplumin, but mine says Leap Light for some reason. I opted for AliExpress this time rather than Amazon just because it was a little bit cheaper and I didn't mind waiting a few weeks. But yeah, you can see it here, foldable camera, L bracket mount, easy folding and unfolding, horizontal and vertical. Really good accessory. And you can see some more of the marketing information there. That is what it's all about. So I'll leave links to those if you want to check them out. I might pick up a few more of these myself because I think they're very useful to have for the different cameras that you've got. And it just means that every camera that you've got now, if you put this attachment at the bottom of your camera, it just makes it more flexible. You can put it into a lot more recording situations easily. And it means that you're less tied to the fixed position that it's in. So it's a very good accessory. It's compatible with, obviously Arc Swiss, etc. So very cool, very happy with it. But that might not suit everyone. Like I said, there's lots of different ways to shoot vertical content. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's just what works for you. But hopefully some of these things will give you guys some ideas as to, what you can do. How you can shoot your vertical content and just kind of adjust what you're doing with your setup. So thanks for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please do subscribe, click like, leave a comment, just do something positive. But yeah, if you've got any questions about this, please leave a comment down below. If you've got any other suggestions for other people, how you shoot vertical content, something I've not covered, post a comment down below. I'm sure others would love to hear about it as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Take care.